Just follow the aroma. Follow the aroma.
Everyone's smiling.
Well, it's just it's bacon, and it smells so good, but everyone's a little bit, I mean, everyone knows how they want their bacon, and everyone's a little bit different, right? So there's different ways to achieve the crispy bacon, the more chewy bacon, and you've done it all the different ways.
We've got a collage of bacon here.
Before you start, can we just listen to this for a second?
I know. This one specifically.
This is just like, this is music right now.
It's beautiful.
You know, and this is all about the weekend, right? I mean, it's hard to get this done during the week when the kids are going to school and everything else. And the weekend, you get up and you make some bacon. So let's start off because we have a bit of work to get through here.
Okay.
So I'm a cast iron guy.
Okay.
I do everything in the cast iron.
Yeah.
Cast iron cold. Take a look at this bacon. This is like shatteringly crisp.
Yeah.
It gets there in no time. That's about 12 minutes, right? And it just comes
like
down hard and fast.
Right, Chef? Like it's like
when it stands,
like,
you
I'll be the judge of that. Good.
So that's cold in the pan, cold, and it keeps it straight because what happens is the bacon kind of grabs the pan, and as it heats up, so wow, shatteringly crisp, nice and short. Then we have cast iron hot.
Yeah.
And as you see, it's kind of like bubbled up a bit more, like there's a bit more like...
It's chewier.
It's still crispy, but you can see it's kind of like, because what happens is it hits, and then the fat renders, and it jumps. It's kind of like, it's jumping in the pan. It's like a lot of action.
It's jumping into my mouth.
Right.
So it's that contrast, right, Chef? Like super hot to super cold.
Hot. I mean, in a restaurant, that's how you're going to cook because you got the hot griddle, so you're slamming it down, right?
Yeah, that's my bacon.
At home, that's your bacon? So then we have the greaseless. So that's when you're like taking the grease and you're dipping it off. Keep in mind, I would never do that. Jay might like that, but I'd never do that. But if you do it, do you keep the bacon grease?
Of course.
Yes.
Fry your bread.
I'm all
gangs right in and out.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm all about putting on the toast.
No, but I just find that when it's in the bacon, the fat is bubbling away, it gets a little messy, and plus I get in crap because I got to clean the stoves, right? So
there you go, right?
Yeah, it takes them
But see, I don't mind keep it in there, confit, and then we go. Okay. So this one is actually an interesting one. This is with water, right?
Oh.
Is that with water? Yeah,
That's
so cast iron with water. So what you do is you start it up, and then you just hit it with some water. And what happens is that renders the fat of the bacon really quickly. So if you're in a hurry, it's just kind of like the bacon, the fat comes out of it, and then the water dissolves, and then getting hit in the face with the bacon fat now, and it crisps it up.
You blew my mind with that.
It makes it more crispy, the water?
Well, it does and it doesn't. You can kind of take a look. It's kind of like, but if you feel it, it's sharp.
Okay.
Well, it's no different than
sharp.
It adds hydration.
It adds hydration and it adds speed. So if you're in a hurry, you got to get the family fed in 10 minutes. If you start with the water, you can do larger portions. Away you go. Next, we've got the Nonstick.
You're not loving it.
the sound effect.
You're not loving it.
No. Well, you see what happens because it doesn't stick. The end comes up, and you get like crispy here, but then you've got like this weird fat thing at the end. You're like, well, you know, maybe it's like a lollipop.
It's kind of like I don't want that. You about that.
Put it in my jacket pocket like a lapel.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
And then a bad wedding. Just go over the guy.
Throw the snack on.
What's wrong with his head?
I got the bacon.
Oh my stars. Okay. I was going to think about that for a while, man. That was a good one. So then if we're going for larger amounts of people, you got to go tray. If you don't like cleaning up all the stovetop, maybe you go tray. The tray actually gives you, this is naked tray. This is just on a sheet. You can put it in a glass pan. You fire this in at 400, 20 minutes. Look at that. That's like...
It's actually perfect.
Right?
We do that all the time.
Is that what you do?
Don't be on a diet and put a tray of bacon in the oven, by the way. No one's sleeping.
We had no diet talk up until now.
No, I'm sorry. I really did.
Wait, did you just say diet in the middle of a bacon segment?
I know. The two don't go together. But when you put it in the oven and you just keep it there, it's the most beautiful smell in your whole house.
20 minutes, you know it's done. You get your eggs and everything else ready. So then this one is oven with a paper tray. So you can see that it isn't quite as crispy because the grease kind of flies off and it stays on the paper, right?
It's so worth it when it's clean up, though.
What do you mean with the paper tray?
So here, Matt, show her that one. So little parchment on the bottom,
you put
right?
Parchment on it.
Now, if you want to get crazy, Matt, can you pass me that other piece of parchment at the end?
I was using it as a plate.
What?
Chef.
Check this out.
I didn't know.
Then you do this, and then you, this sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And then you tray it up, and then look at this. This is so sharp. I mean, it's so crispy. You could like rob a bank with it.
Everyone's like slipping at the bank. They're like, just take me.
Take the money.
Attack me with that knife any day.
Yeah, exactly.
But look at that.
Okay, so this is good. You've actually talked about some methods I've never, ever heard before. But if you were to pick, which guy are you?
It depends.
You're the cast iron?
If I'm a family of 3, I'm cast iron cold. And if the other family comes over and I'm dealing for 15, 20 people, I'm tray.
Okay.
Naked. Yeah.
Well, we need to see how your mac and cheese...
we can sprinkle some bacon on it.
Yes, we can. Let's bring the mac and cheese in and show the mac and cheese waffle with a beautiful cheese sauce.
Can I make it rain?
Yeah, make it rain. Make it rain.
Wow. That's
Tis a thing of beauty. Oh, with some hot sauce. Yes. Is
We
it
were
ketchup
talking
hot
about
sauce?
it's hot sauce. You need a little kick, right?